Welcome to WebMBA 6080 Management Information Systems. I'm Dr. Amy Wazinski, also known as Dr. Amy, and I'm looking forward to this semester. Here's an outline of what we will cover. First, a course overview, followed by assignments and gradings. Then I'll give you several options for contacting me. Finally, I'll ask if you have questions and remind you how you can get your questions answered. Ready to go? Let's look at the course description. I'll remind you throughout that this course won't make you a programmer, especially not a programmer or a business analyst or a project manager. It will give you an overview into how technology can support organizational success and allow you to see areas you may want to investigate further. The course also looks at legal and ethical issues that can be caused by technology and how to avoid those issues. Technology can be an excellent decision-making tool from the operational level to strategic decisions and everything in between. We do not look at high-level theoretical issues in IS. Instead, we look at how technology can apply academic activities to business practice. In particular, we do an individual and group project on data visualizations and management decision-making using Tableau, although you could substitute another technology such as SAP with similar outcomes. If you tell me that you actually use something we talked about in class in your real job, I will be very happy. In this course, we will look at emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, HR bots, etc. You will get to choose an emerging technology and create a presentation on it in your groups. Finally, the last 3 assignments all involve interviewing your CIO. More on that later. Here's a textbook for the course. You may rent it or get the ebook or whatever is the best option for you. The quizzes are based on the chapters in the book, so you need to make sure you have the correct edition. International editions are not acceptable substitutes. You do not need a CD that may be included in the textbook, and other free resources will be available on D2L. The course organization is important for you to familiarize yourself with. There are 5 modules: strategy, project management, e-commerce, business intelligence, and security and ethics. We developed this course using a team-based approach. We work together with each of the 5 main coordinators, taking the module that most closely matches their interest and research activity. The security and ethics module is the one I created, although I created almost all of the rubrics as well, and we all reviewed and provided input to all assignments. We even published a peer-reviewed paper on the process used to create the course. The assignments in the course are divided between quizzes, projects, and discussion boards. We will discuss each assignment in more detail later, and grading rubrics and guidelines will be available in D2L. There are instructor-developed videos and links to external videos available in the modules. Each module also includes reading from the textbooks and external readings as well. We expect that you will complete all assignments in each module. We will cover a range of topics, providing an overview of management information systems, from operational to technical to strategic decision-making support. We will also look at big data, social media, and data protection. All of these topics are rapidly changing, with their impacts being revised as time goes on. We do expect you to know or learn technology for this course. You will need to use a project management tool. You may use MS Project with a free trial, or you may choose another free tool or tool that your group has access to. You'll also need to record the presentation. You may use voice over PowerPoint and save the file to YouTube. I don't care what you use, as long as the video is easily accessible to everyone in the class without needing access to anything paid. If you can upload it to YouTube, it is fine. And if you haven't done a voice over PowerPoint, you will get the chance to do so in this class, hopefully better than this young man that you see in this picture. We will use Tableau for business decision making, business intelligence and management decision making. If you've used SAP, it's the same type of application. Like many of the WebMBA courses, you will get to use technology to communicate in groups. I like Teams, but use whatever you like, what is easy and what is free and accessible to your group members. Current events will definitely spill over into our discussions, from Amazon trying to create an improved hiring system, to Colonial Pipeline getting hit by ransomware, to a mother stalking high school cheerleaders on social media after her daughter didn't make the team, to concerns about AI, to excitement about the future of AI. Technology is in the news every day. Okay, less fun stuff now. Grading. There are 3 team and 3 individual projects. The Emerging Technology Project consists of a project plan and a presentation worth 10 and 20 points respectively. The Tableau project has an individual and team component. The CIO interview includes 3 projects, all individual: transcript, ethical analysis, and technology evaluation, which serves as the final exam for the course. You have 12 open book, open notes quizzes worth 1 point each. Each quiz is from 1 chapter. Finally, there is 1 individual discussion board. All of the assignments have rubrics and are worth the points shown in this table. Add them up and you have 100 points. The first 2 assignments are the project plan and the presentation. You may use MS Project or another project management technology of your choice. You will need to be able to schedule tasks, allot time, and create Gantt charts. The first part of the time is likely going to be used to narrow your choices based on feedback from the group, followed by selection of the topic, research into the topic, division of the presentation as appropriate, recording, check for accuracy and consistency, etc. There is plenty of work to go around. Everyone in the group does not have to present. However, I expect everyone to do an approximately equal amount of work on the projects in the class this semester. It's nearly impossible to have an exactly equal amount of work, but get as close as possible. And make sure the group is happy with the amount of work completed by all group members. For the presentation, you may use voice over PowerPoint, save as MP4, and then upload to YouTube. That's the easiest way to share with everyone in the class. For the individual discussion board, you will review all the presentations for the other groups and then choose an emerging technology different from your own that might allow your organization, which may be MASC or you may use your university, to experience strategic growth. Big data and business intelligence are two important characteristics of information systems. While we cannot go into depth with data analytics, we can give you a taste of how you can use data in a superstore using the technology tool Tableau to create data visualizations. You will do this individually and then in your group. Finally, you will do the CIO interview. This is one of my favorite assignments and one that I've argued to keep over the years whenever we discuss changes to the course. Are you at a large organization where the CIO might be located out of the country? Think he or she might not be willing to chat with you? At least ask. You may want to ask their admin to see if you can get on their calendar for a 30 to 45-minute interview at the CIO's convenience. Midnight your time is convenient for the CIO? Make time for them. Don't hesitate to ask even if you're at a very large company, and ask very quickly so you can possibly get on the schedule. If you cannot get the CIO, get as high as you can. Someone who makes technology decisions and can answer questions. Regarding the questions, you will have a list of questions, although you may decide to ask additional questions depending on the situation. You are welcome to mask your company. You can assure the CIO that the article will not be shared outside the classroom in any manner. You may mask the company as something else, like I might mask KSU as ABC University, a large public university in the Southeast USA. I will provide a letter to that effect if it will help. The first part of the interview is a simple transcript of the questions and answers. Second, you will take a look at an IT ethical issue that the organization encountered. You may learn about the ethical issue in the interview, in the news, or on your own. You will evaluate how the company responding, what underlying ethical theories they used to respond to the problem, and how they could have responded. They may have responded well, or they may have responded poorly. You get to look back with hindsight 2020 and make a recommendation as to how they should have responded. Finally, after your interview with the CIO, I ask you to reflect upon the technology tools you have learned about this semester within the textbook, in your groups, by watching the emerging tech presentations, etc. Follow the grading guidelines and evaluate technologies for your organization. What do you think would be most helpful to your work organization? The technology evaluation assignment serves as the final exam for the course. So how do you reach me? My current favorite way of interacting is in Teams. I can often respond right away and answer an easy question so we don't have to wait on email or the discussion board. You may reach me at the class Teams site or via awozie@kennesaw.edu on Teams. Second, Q&A discussion board is a good option, particularly if it's a question about an assignment. If you have the question, others probably do as well. Posting here allows everyone to have the same information. Third is D2L mail. While I can't respond unless I come into D2L, I also don't have to worry about your message getting lost in my Kennesaw.edu mail. Fourth is KSU mail. Please put the course name in the title so that I will find you. Finally, if it's an emergency, you may text on my cell phone or leave me a voicemail. I won't answer unless you set up a phone call in advance, but I'll respond to a voicemail or a message. There are lots of ways to reach me, so find one and get in touch. For an introduction to Dr. Amy, take a look at the next video. Do you have questions? You know how to get in touch with me. I can't hide. Take a look at the rest of the course materials and let me know if there's anything I need to further explain. Let's have a great semester.